find a comfortable seated position, wherever that may be. You might be sitting on your couch or in your favorite chair, or perhaps on a mat or on a cushion on the floor. And just allow yourself to, with your in-breath, breathe some ease into your body, as much as is available to you right now. And as you exhale, feel free to release any tension that's in your body that you feel you don't need to hold on to anymore. We often hold tension kind of unconsciously, so if we do notice it in our mindfulness practice, that can also be an invitation to just soften that tension, even just 5% if that works for you. Okay, and on your next in-breath, just bringing awareness to the whole body, sitting here on the earth. If it helps you, you can imagine that your feet are like roots of a tree. So if they are touching the ground, or whatever part of your legs perhaps are touching the ground, imagine just really solid, nourished roots growing into the earth. We tend to live a lot in our, what some mindfulness practitioners call the attic of our body, which is our mind. So anytime we can just take a moment to ground through the earth can be very helpful with just interrupting some of our thought cycles. So today we're going to practice a compassionate breath or compassionate breathing exercise. It's similar to one we did roughly 2 weeks ago where we did mindfulness of the breath. But today we're going to add an extra layer of warmth and kindness through compassion. And compassion kind of, as a practice, has 3 components. It has the mindfulness component, so being aware of any suffering that we're experiencing or any discomfort. The second part is understanding that our suffering or discomfort is a common experience of humanity, that we're not alone in that experience. So understanding that we're not separate from other human beings, but that we all experience discomfort and suffering at times, as well as joy and contentment. And then the third aspect is that warmth aspect. So bringing that kindness to ourselves, a gentle attention to any suffering we may be experiencing. So on your next in-breath, I'd like you to just notice where your attention goes when I ask you to notice your breath entering your body. So there's no right focus for this one. It could be the air moving in through your nostrils. See if you can notice the sensation of air moving into the body through the nostrils. Perhaps you notice the rise and fall of your chest. If you notice any tightness in the chest or any discomfort, see if you can just bring almost like a gentle warm spotlight to that area and just let it soothe any tension you might be holding in your chest. As you inhale, bringing that soothing warmth to the nostrils, to the chest. And as you exhale, releasing any tension that you're holding on to that you feel you can let go of. Perhaps you notice the breath moving into your belly. So as you inhale, the air moves through the nose, the throat, the chest and lungs, and into the belly, which expands like a balloon. 360 degrees, expanding on the inhale and releasing on the exhale, pushing out any tension that you don't need to hold on to that you've perhaps been carrying in the belly. So I'll just give you a moment to practice that compassionate breath. So again, noticing where your attention goes when I say notice your in-breath, top of the breath, and your out-breath. And the pause there. And then seeing if you can add an intention of warmth or ease as you inhale. Softening where you need to in the body. And as you exhale, releasing any tension that you might be holding on to. Remembering if you notice any tension or discomfort related to the breath. We're not here to judge ourselves, just bringing a spotlight of kindness and compassion for that discomfort. Knowing that other humans around the world right now might be suffering or experiencing discomfort. You're not alone. And then seeing if you can use the breath to bring some warmth, some softness to that area. So we're just using the breath to anchor into the present moment. Adding some warmth and self-soothing to the practice. Noticing where your mind has gone. It's natural for the mind to jump around. Call that monkey mind. But when you do notice it, that is a moment of mindfulness. And seeing if you can then bring your attention very gently back to the breath. The inhale, softening, soothing the body. On the exhale, releasing any tension that is not serving you, that you can just let go of. In our last couple minutes of practice today, I'd like you to try to expand your awareness. So perhaps you were focused on the nose, the throat, chest, or the belly with the breath. And see if you can expand your focus to imagine that your whole body is breathing. So the whole body is inhaling and exhaling. And if and when you're ready, see if on your next inhale you can again bring that compassionate warmth into the body. Allow it to go where it needs to go to soften any tension or discomfort you're feeling. Even if it's just a 5% softening. And as we exhale, allowing that tension to leave the body, letting it go. So in the last few moments of our practice today together, perhaps first, thank yourself for showing up. Taking a few moments out of your day to self-soothe, to practice some self-care. Then I'd like to invite you to take any of the increased ease that you may have experienced through the practice. There's no pressure to, but if you did find it helpful or soothing, see if you can bring that ease with you, setting an intention to bring it with you throughout the rest of your day. Knowing that really at any point during the day, there's always time to take one soothing inhale, follow it till it reaches its peak, and one releasing exhale, following it to the bottom of the breath. You can always stop and just take a breath for yourself. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you just to release the focus on the whole body breathing. And you might, if your eyes are closed, you might want to just really gently open them. Bring some movement perhaps to your body that helps it wake up from the state of mindfulness. Perhaps